My name is Jim Lager. My background as far as the Leica Historical Society, the last time I counted, somewhere between 250 and 300 contributions since 1971 or 72. So to say that I am a Leica fanatic enthusiast is an understatement. The current situation, as I see it, I believe that anyone considering modern Leica equipment, the first thing that they should aim for, obviously if they can afford both, would be one of the new cameras accompanied by one of the new lenses. However, in some cases, one of the new camera bodies plus just one new lens can range well in excess of $10,000. And so this might not be financially possible for everyone to consider. So what do? You save your money, you buy the latest camera body, be it an SL, be it an M240 or some of the more recent models, and then you might want to consider some of the older classic lenses, which are certainly out there available on the used market. Do not discount the capabilities of the older lenses, match them to the latest camera bodies, and later, when you can, step into the world of the modern lenses, which are certainly noticeably better in most cases. It is unlikely that you are ever going to find anything that is going to be sharper, that is going to be of any higher contrast, that is going to have the fit and finish, the smoothness of focusing, and all of those things that you would expect from a fine, high-end product. Leica had it then, they have it now. If you have a desire to own one of the finest photographic instruments ever crafted, you must at least consider the Leica camera. I suspect that the first link in the chain, if you will, would be your Leica dealer. Go to him, express your interest, buy your camera through him. Tell him to be on the outlook for an older 50mm Summicron, which you can afford, rather than the latest one, which may be $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. This is perhaps the most important link in the chain, your Leica dealer. However, your fellow Leica enthusiast may have an extra lens that he's not using. Consider that. With all of this modern electronic way to buy things, eBay, somebody out there electronically has what you want. Go to your computer, type in 50mm Summicron. You might be astounded to see what shows up. It's all out there. It's all available. Certainly, probably the most famous, most sought after focal lengths are a general purpose wide angle lens, a 35mm, the classic normal lens, which is a 50, and of course the short telephoto long focus design, the 90mm, which you would use for portraits, for example. Anything other than 35, 50, and 90, most would consider them to be specialist lenses. If you're going for small critters at some distance, you're going to go to long telephotos, 400mm and perhaps more. If you're going to do architectural exteriors, interiors, then you might choose a 19 or a 21 or a 24 or a 28. Just have to seek out the proper tool for the job at hand. So, dependability over the long haul. Buy the best adapter you can afford. Obviously, the best finished, the most rugged, the most carefully built, built to last forever, will be the adapters made by, marketed by the Leica company itself. They offer, for me, a degree of longevity, ruggedness, dependability that other adapters might equal, but in the long run, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, whatever number of years that it involves, you can almost be certain that the Leica adapters are going to be operating then just as they are now. In other words, they're timeless. Pay attention to where the finest established repair facilities are. There are many, many independent repairers out there that can handle the simple requests of dismantling the lens mount and relubricating it. And if the optics are in such bad condition that they cannot be saved, a reputable, competent repair person will tell you that. He will tell you, proceed, it will cost this much, or don't bother. Seek out another one. Leica, of course, has always maintained a very, very competent, well-established repair service. However, sometimes they have enough work to keep them so busy that you might not be able to expect your equipment back in what you would consider to be a reasonable period of time. They may have it for 4 or 5 or 6 or 8 weeks, not days, weeks. Always check with them ahead of time. But the independent repairman does not have the same overhead to deal with, and generally the turnaround time is going to be much more rapid. And how do you pick a competent repairman? It's like the old Packard automobile ad. Ask the man who owns one, ask your Leica friend. He will set you straight. If that doesn't work, call me. I'll set you straight.